Hello, hello, it's Night Shift Nomad. I'm back with some more Bad End Theater. Because I desire it so. So last time we started with Underling, and then we did Maiden and Hero. Let's see. We will not let them be hungry. They can be disloyal. Polite, perhaps. I don't know. I guess we'll choose that, and we'll play the Overlord this time. I already love the color. Let's get into it. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. Look at the little heart. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing, but if you're being quite honest with yourself, you don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. This is so cute. The little heart, the sparkles. I love the sparkles. And, of course, the color. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. Nice. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with the underling? So usually they tell them to get back to work, which is the tyrant. Perchance we grant the underling the day off. Oh, you just saw my pop-up. We grant him the day off, because I want to. You tell them to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They look so excited. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. The Overlord, you hear how I said that? I didn't mean to say it like that. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. And that is so kind of her, truly, truly. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her you never had any plans to capture any humans. Just a nap, truly, but she seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. No, why would we? We didn't want to capture any humans. Why would we want to do that? We just want to be Overlord. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. She is very cute, especially in the pink. You wonder what to say. Tell her she'd better go home. That's antisocial. Let her stay for a while. Yes, she may stay for a spell. You can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. You are glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. It's very refreshing. You also mention and you bring up how You always instruct your army to avoid humans, as not to agitate them and get heroes sent out after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. Nobody's ever done that before. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe, so it was a joke, you joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not. I think the Overlord has an in. She's definitely into the Overlord. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time, it's a hero. He was apparently searching for the maiden who was rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. Dude, she's taller than both of them. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of them to begin with. Her face. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Keep her here. Possessive. Actually, let's do it. Keep her here. We're gonna keep her here. Oh, that face. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. Oh no. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. Did you hear the turn in the music, guys? I love it. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all. And if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. Rip. She's frightened. You don't understand why. Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. Oh, you take a step toward the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. Something sharp pierces your back. The hero? No, he already... It's one of your underlings. The maiden screams. Damn, I actually did not expect this. I didn't expect this. Your servant tackles you, tearing you apart with their claws. You struggle to retaliate. They've done too much damage. You can barely move now. Your blood is everywhere. You can't believe this has happened to you. Why has this happened to you? You've been slain by your own underling. Ooh, betrayed Overlord and B. We're definitely resetting the stage. I think for this video, I wanted to do mostly the Overlord's stories. So, we had the underling be disloyal, of course. We have never had the underling be hungry. Make them hungry. And perchance... dutiful. We'll get rid of that, because we're gonna play the Overlord again. Yeah, so the 41 is our number of endings. So there's 41 different endings. Last video we did 4 of them, playing these 3. And I think I'll probably shoot for another 4. Probably do as many as we can with the Overlord. Excuse me. Let's go. I'm gonna skip past the parts that we already know, probably, maybe. I think I will. Yeah. Alright, I'll skip to this part and bring you guys back. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place, blah blah blah, we already know that part. You see their point, but it bothers you. What to do with the underling? Last time we gave them a day off work, and I clicked, I know I literally just clicked it, but I clicked, they're not disloyal. They are hungry though, so we'll give them the day off. It's fine. They'll go eat the maiden. That's fine. They thank you and happily scurry off to do whatever. You have nothing better to do, so you decide to nap for a little while. Yes, of course. Ah, here we go. Already something different. You awake to a huge commotion outside. A hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy? I say that all the time. What are you doing, guy? Perfect. Chaos. You rush out into the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding captive. You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero, but he has grown strong from cutting down your army. You are unable to defeat him. With decisive swings, he stabs and cuts you to pieces. Oh, I see. You fall. You have failed your subjects. You spit curses weakly. You wish you'd been stronger, much stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the Overlord in the first place, but the truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you the strength. These are your thoughts as you were swallowed by darkness. Dang! That was actually very, very, quick. Conquered Overlord end. Loses to the hero. Yeah. Okay. Let's change some things up here. If the underling... They shall not be hungry. They shall be disloyal, though. I'm thinking. Doesn't scream at the sight. Yeah, that's fine. She'll go home. She'll be obedient. The hero, perchance... diplomatic. And we are going to send the maiden home. So I'll bring you guys back. Playing the Overlord again. We're gonna send the maiden home. Excuse me. And then I'll bring you guys back whenever we're at new choices. Or near new choices, I suppose. See you. I'm gonna bring you guys back here. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. The underling successfully brought us back the maiden. Okay. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. Now we are going to tell her she'd better go home, and she's going to be obedient because we selected that behavior. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. The maiden does what she's told and takes her leave. You figure you may as well go back to bed now. But you don't get to rest for very long. Oh my god, in our sleep? Truly? One of your underlings is tearing your throat out. You try to struggle, but you can tell you're already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of ending? You remember now, you gave this one a day off, and this is how it repays you? You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Probably. Assassinated Overlord end. Okay, we're just collecting all the Overlord endings right now, I do believe. Anything you hear in the background is my cats, friggin' running. Being crazy. Crazy gentlemen, truly. The one I wanted to recreate, the one I'm thinking about from last time is... Maybe we need to make the maiden stay. You know that ending where they burned all of them, like, burned up in the room or whatever? I want to recreate that, but from the Overlord's perspective. So I guess disloyal is true. Get that. We will be a tyrant. Okay, let's just go. Let's just get into this. I'll bring you back in a moment. And we're back. We're going to tell the underling to get back to work. Finally, I know you've probably been screaming at me to do that already. Do something different, pick a different option. I know, I'm sorry. I'm doing it right now. You give them a lecture about responsibility. Freaking cats in the background. About responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy Overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. You fall asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as the Overlord. The underling from earlier brought back some company. You thought you told that underling to do their job, not drag strangers into your room. Looks like they took an unauthorized break away from the castle. You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. That underling's not so bad. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. And this is the same dialogue as before. We do appreciate her honesty in saying that she wanted to be captured, but we inform her that we never had any plans to capture any humans, so she's very disappointed now. She thinks that she can become more maiden-like. She's not doing her best. We don't understand that, because she is. She's the picture of maidenhood. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks in your eyes. I guess let her stay for a while. She just got here, so we chat with her. She's glad we have an open mind. And then we're surprised she said thank you. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying, and she laughs. Alright, here we go. Here's where things should be shaken up. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time it's a hero. He's searching for the maiden. After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart once again. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you, but we're going to let them go. Because that's what she did in the original scenario. You're certain that she'll return to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. So we wave to each other. Look at them wave! With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious Overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while. Here we go. Here we go, guys. You've almost fallen asleep when the maiden and hero burst into your room, frantically trying to communicate something to you. You're told that a group of demons is plotting to assassinate you. You're not surprised. How nice of the humans to care, though. One of your underlings barges in next, shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons, crying that everything was the first underling's plan. Everyone is shouting at each other now, and it's very annoying. You yell for all of them to shut their traps. I like how her two eyes are closed and her third eye is just like wide open all the time. You have no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try to take your throne. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. Saying that made you feel very Overlord-like. You aren't sure if you have the strength to back it up, though. Lately, all you do is sleep. The group of demons start muttering something about going back to Plan A and suddenly slam your door shut. You, the maiden, the hero, and one of your underlings are trapped inside. Did we not? I thought the Overlord put the room in flames. So is this implying that she did not? In an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds on the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. So that's what really happened. I guess I just assumed it was from the Overlord because she was mad at this guy. The hero pounds on the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. I guess I just didn't pick up on that. I mean, I was kind of tired whenever I was playing this originally. The other day. So this is how you'll die. Burned alive in your own room by those you thought you could trust. You should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. You noticed the maiden crying. Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration, you don't even notice that you grabbed the underling whose who those traitors blamed everything on. My bad, if I could read, my apologies. They cry for mercy, saying that they were dragged into this plot knowing they'd be killed if they took your side. They cry that they didn't want to have to kill you. You almost feel sorry for them. Take retribution. Death. Or forgive them. Merciful. Well, we already know what happens with take retribution, so I just want to forgive them. You release the underling. Killing them wouldn't make you feel any better anyways. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. You'll all burn together. Dang. Overlord's true end. Okay. I like the sound of that. A true end. Before you're taken back to reset the story once again, you pause for a moment. True end, you say to yourself. What was the point of all my effort if the true ending is this terrible? Okay, fair enough. You must have forgotten where you were. I don't think so. This is the bad end theater. Is the pain setting in? Oh, but you should have been well aware of what you'd be shown once you entered this place. Dang, you know what? I don't like that the game is like trying to call us out right now. It's a problem I've seen quite often. At some point, you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights. You started wishing for their happiness. Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I kind of want, like, the Overlord and the Maiden to be happy. I want the hero to be happy. The only one I really don't care that much about is the underling. But you aren't going to... But you aren't going to find that here in my theater, my lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Oh, come to think of it, you reached the first true end very quickly. I'm impressed. But there's no need to rush. Please, take your time while exploring all the horrible possibilities. Anyway, I hope you'll pardon the interruption. You're making great progress. The choice to continue on to the next ending is always yours. I'll leave you to it, dear guest. That's freaking nuts! Is it like automatically set to do that after you reach a certain number of endings, or is it just the Overlord's true ending? Okay, yeah, because we only got 8. That was kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. We're gonna play from a different standpoint this time. However, we're gonna change some behaviors first. I'm thinking we're gonna do the underling. Because I don't know what else to do with the Overlord right now. So we're gonna do one of the underling, and that's gonna be the end of the video, okay? I'm just gonna let you guys know. So, to set the other people's behaviors, the main will be polite. We'll keep him diplomatic. We're gonna play you, so that don't matter. Tyrant, yes. Merciful, perchance. I don't know. Let's just play it. Let's just play it as. We'll be hungry. We'll eat the maiden. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. I don't know why I'm reading this when I've already read it to you guys before, but I'll keep going. I set a timer for like, I think it was like 35 minutes for this video, so we're videoing away. Your job is to guard the castle anyways, and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes really come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. I don't know why I almost said defend. Because they certainly don't do that. It's a lot of standing in one place. You're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break, so you decide to ask for a day off, and you get an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish the lecture and then return to your post. Oh yeah, you complain about the Overlord to your friends. Actually, we haven't tried to not be traitorous, lying Phil. Yeah, the conversation turned into an assassination plot. I have to sneeze. No, I don't. It went away. I should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Perchance, let's not. See, now we're going in a new direction. You tell your friends you were totally not serious about this whole thing. You're actually cool with the status quo. After all, life must be pretty dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably. There's nothing to do. The others nod, but don't seem convinced. You say a coup d'etat would be more effort than it's worth. But you're still gonna be a rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous ways. The change of atmosphere excites you. You encounter a maiden. She greets you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. Honestly, I want to gobble her up. I just want to see what happens, bro. Gobble her up. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you... you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought and feel quite proud of that. Aw, dude, that's wild. That's some wild work. Look at that. Other humans would surely praise you with curses. Praise you with curses. What a sentence. If they were around to see, oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. Oh, this is crazy. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. To them. You just ate a maiden, bro. Put on a show and die, or change your mind and leave. We're gonna end this episode with a bang. We're gonna put on a show. You attack the nearest human. He is old and weak and his bones crunch delightfully. Is he whacking him with a cane? Your audience's screams grow louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. Ah, there we go. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running towards you. Oh, shit. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. The curtain closes. Performer underling end. Performs a brilliant massacre, that's what it says on the achievement. Alright, y'all, we're gonna exit the theater. I think I'm gonna explore more endings of Bed and Theater. I wanted to also thank you guys so much for everybody that's been watching the last video of Bed and Theater. It's actually doing quite well, and I really appreciate the support and people watching it. And you should like totally leave some comments, you know, like just let me know. Let me know what's up, how you are. Alright, I'm like exhausted, and I gotta work another day 12 tomorrow, so I'm going to get off of here. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!